Welcome back to our success class, 5-step sales success. All right. So this is not just about Tupperware. This is anything you're selling. This is not just about selling the bowl or selling a chopper. This is about either selling a product, dating a party, or the opportunity, because it's all the same steps. Okay. So we talked last week about the 5 steps. Where's my cursor? Here we go. We started with prospecting. All right, because who are you going to sell to? You have to have prospects, okay? And today we're going to talk about building rapport. So really quickly, last week we talked about, using social media. What groups are you in? What networks are you in? Using vendor events and customer referrals and create that lead generation, all right? But create that list once you have connected with those people, okay? Where to prospect, we talked about that. Facebook, Instagram, all your social media sources, your own neighborhood. Everyone in your neighborhood should know you are the Tupperware queen in the neighborhood, all right? If you haven't talked to every single neighbor, if they don't know, then I'm going to challenge you to make sure they know this week, okay? Organizations you belong to, when you're out running errands, community events, vendor shows, okay? Everywhere you go, you have opportunity to connect with a new customer. All right. And we talked about how you can use Frank, of course. That is using, go to your friends, not just friends that you chat with every day, your social media friends. Sometimes there are different lists, okay? Let's talk about relatives. Let's talk about acquaintances, people you work with, your hairdresser, clubs you belong to, your neighbors. Again, we talked about that. And then kids' contacts, okay? And we talked about how do you want to make your list, all right? Whether you are one of those techie people and you want to use it on your mobile device, guys, this is usually with us. If not 24/7, 23/7. Okay. It is somewhere close to you. You can always reach out. We talked about creating groups. And if you weren't on the regional breakout trainings the Zoom trainings that they had these last few weeks, next time they do them, hop on. This is where I got that idea. Okay. I'm always learning too. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this business. So every training you can connect with, you want to get on. And whether you want to do it with pen and paper, that is totally up to you, but you need to have that list. And we challenged you to start your wonderful 100 list. All right. Anybody out there, put it in the chat if you started it. Okay. Maybe you didn't get to 100, but you started it. Do you have 1 name, 2 names, 10 names? I don't care, but you started your list. So just put in there that, yes, I did. All right. So this week we're talking about, so we've got these new connections. We now need to connect with them and we need to build that rapport. Okay. And it is called in networking, that know, like, and trust factor. Okay. So you want to raise the bar there. You want to raise that know, like, and trust factor in your business. All right. I love this quote here before I get started here. All things being equal, people do business with and refer business to people they know, like, and trust. Think about it. Do you refer someone to a restaurant that gave you poor service? No. Okay. Do you refer someone that maybe you bought something from someone and they gave you terrible service? No. You're going to refer them to that person that made you happy, made you smile, was knowledgeable, gave you the right information, and helped you. Okay. So that know factor. Let's start right there. What do people know about you? Okay. You should have a 2 to 3 minute story. Okay. Whether you're doing your business, I don't care, virtually or live, it doesn't matter. Okay. Your story, whether you have it written down on paper or you have a little video that you play or you go live. Okay. But you're sharing what you did before Tupperware, how it's helping your family, and why do you stay in the business? Okay. The other thing about the know factor where you can raise the bar there is in your profile, your LinkedIn profile, your Twitter profile, your Facebook profile. It should say who you are. What do you do? What do you belong to? What do you believe in? All right. That should be in your profile. Let me tell you, if they're out there searching for someone, they're going to stalk you. They're going to go through, they're going to look at who you are. Okay. And if you don't even have a picture of yourself, I'm sorry, but you are behind the 8 ball there. Okay. So grow that know factor. The like factor. Okay. Who do people like? You know what? They like people that are helpful, kind, and not pushy. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong. there is anyone that likes that pushy salesperson. I mean, don't you just like shy away? I mean, I just like say, no, I'm done. I'm out. I turn the other way. I don't want to talk to that person. Okay. They want people that are really, truly there, sincerely there to help them. They're kind and they are not pushy. All right. So when you're sharing, when you're putting your memes out there in your posts, in your social media, in your marketing, okay, at your parties, what are you sharing? Are you sharing tips? Are you sharing how they can save money? Are you sharing how they can get organized? Are you sharing how they can meal prep for the week? How they can get their kids' lunches done for the week? How they can save money? I mean, what are you posting? Are you posting those kinds of things? So think about it. And the final part is trust factor. And there's two parts to trust, okay? There's the trust that they have that you are the expert, that you know what you're talking about. You know your product, you know your business, you know what it has to offer, okay? Don't you know, I can like kind of read when a salesperson has absolutely no clue what they're talking about. Sometimes I know more than them. And sometimes I don't let them know because I don't want to hurt their feelings or whatever. But I'm like, obviously, this person is just here to fill the space. Okay. So they want to know, they want someone who trusts and knows the product, and you're an expert at it. Okay. And that's why you should open up your starter kits. If you bought that starter kit with all the products in it, you should be using that supersonic chopper. You should be using that breakfast maker. You should be using those bowls and the dishcloths so that you can be that expert and talk about it. But the other part of trust is they need to trust your behavior. They need to trust that you will act accordingly, that when they bring you in their home, you're going to be a girlfriend. You're going to be kind and respectful. You're not going to be the one that steals their money. Okay. They need to be able to trust you, whether you're doing this virtually or live. They need to create that. And especially if they're going to give you a referral, they're not going to do that if they don't trust you there. Okay. So these are great tips to work your business. All right. So this is about you. Now, how are we going to build that rapport with that new customer? All right. Oops. I'm sorry. Here we go. We're going to ask questions and highlight it, write it down. You're going to listen. Okay. 90% of this is your customer talking. All right. You're going to ask questions, but you are going to do the listening. The biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply. And guys, I am like number one culprit, me. I am always ready for a response. I'm right. I like reaction. Yeah. Okay. I really have to work hard to listen. Okay. And there's a really good format that you can remember called FORM. When you're doing this. So when you're meeting that person, and maybe you met them at a party, maybe you met them at a vendor show, maybe you met them on social media, okay? Maybe you're going to have that opportunity to chat with them for a few minutes, all right, on the phone or at a coffee shop, or you're going to meet with them at an event, okay? You're going to ask about family. And not just, are you married, okay? Are you married? Do you have a partner? How long have you been married? Do you care for a family member? Maybe there's someone who's special needs in their family. Maybe they're caring for their parents. I mean, you really ask a lot of questions and write this down, okay? So ask about their family. You're going to ask about their occupation. And what do they do? Are they working now? Do they work at home? Are they busy? What do they love about what they do? What are they loving about what they do? All right. These are some key questions that can help you later when we get to the next part. Okay. We won't jump ahead there. Have they done direct sales before? Anything like this before? All right. Any kind of selling. Have they sold? Have they been a salesperson? Okay. What does their spouse do? Okay. Recreation. So we got FOR, recreation. What does the family do together? What do they like to do when they're all together? Okay? Are they movie goers? Are they sports fans? Are they athletes? Are they hikers? Do they enjoy nature? What clubs and organizations do they belong to? Are they into their church? Are they into fundraising? These are all key questions. And if you're listening, you're going to be able to fit this into the message. Okay. This is where you can deliver the message. This is where you can share how maybe Tupperware can fit into their lifestyle. Okay, because now you know if this family loves to travel, if this person loves to travel, you can share how there's trip awards. Maybe you can share how this family can help them make their meals faster, okay, or save money. I mean, you won't know that unless you've done this and you've done the listening part. Okay, so form is a really good one. And then you can give them their message. And a little tip for you, write it down. Okay. So if you've got your list going on, whether it is on your phone device or pen and paper, okay, you've got all their contact info on there. But the next part on that sheet about that person should be the form questions, all right, and what they answered. All right. I don't know why this is repeating. Sorry, guys. Next is part 3. So that was step 2. All right. You're going to build that rapport. You're going to build that know, like, and trust factor. And then you're going to get to know your new customer by asking those form questions. All right. So get ready for next week when we do step 3. Now that you know this about them, you can start sharing FAB. Okay. And that's the features, advantages, and benefits, but not just that, because that's not what sells the product. Okay. It's how it's going to fit and add value to your customers, because now you know a little bit about them.